All right, here's your lesson for 3-digit by 3-digit subtraction with regrouping, but we're just going to focus on regrouping when it's the tens, just the tens that need to be regrouped, okay? And then your next lesson will be regrouping into the hundreds. So for this lesson, we're just doing the tens. We are just doing, hold on, let me get the color that I need up. And then the next lesson will show you how to do it with the hundreds. So we are going to write today's date, February. And when we're doing this, we should be on 10, 11, 12, 13, the 13th, 2024. This is 3 by 3 digit subtraction. Oh, Miss Willis, that is sloppy. Okay. Traction. Shun is always T-I-O-N, by the way. All right, 3-digit subtraction with regrouping. Tens. All right, so we are going to write our first problem. So our first problem is, I'm going to write a little bit bigger because, again, I'm using my finger. 523 minus 254. Okay, so again, when I'm doing my subtraction, I want to make an HTO chart at the top, okay? Just so that I can keep them organized. Whenever I'm subtracting 2, I move from the ones place to the tens place to the hundreds place. It's very important that we do not start with our hundreds and do not start with our tens. We always want to start with our ones no matter what. That way, if we're regrouping, we can borrow from a bigger number instead of having to go back and fix it, okay? So we always start with our ones. Now, I'm looking here at this number and I see already that actually, yeah. I have more on the floor because it's bigger than my top number. So I need to go to its store and get 10 more. So I'm going to mark out the 2, sorry. And at 2, I have 2 tens, right? So I'm taking one of those tens away because I got to add some to my ones place. So if I'm taking 1 10 away from the 2 tens, that leaves me with 1 10 left. So I'm going to write a 1 above it because that's my new number. Then I know I'm going to take that 10 and I have 3 ones here. Guys, there we go. I'm going to make this a little thicker because it's not showing very good, okay? I know I have 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. But I'm adding 10 ones. So I'm going to go ahead and add my 10 ones because I borrowed from the tens place, remember? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? So I have borrowed 10 ones. I showed that by marking it out of there, creating my new 10 because I took a 10 away, and then I'm bringing it over to my here where it's 13. Now you might not be able to see it very good. If you can't, you are always welcome to write it to this side. Okay? So 13 ones is how many I have, but I need to take away 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm going to see how many I have left. I'm going to circle around it so I can see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 ones left. All right, now I'm going to go to the tens. Oh, Miss Willis, you took a 10 away. Now I just have 1 10, and I need to subtract 5. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Well, lucky for you, you have hundreds to borrow from. And it's just like whenever you borrow a 10 to make 10 ones, you're going to borrow 100 to make 10 tens. So here you only have 1 10, right, at the very top. But we're needing to subtract 5 tens. I don't have enough tens. So I need to borrow or regroup this 100. So I'm going to take 100 away from here. So now I only have 4 hundreds. But the number doesn't just disappear. I'm just moving it. I'm regrouping it to the tens place. And I'm going to show my new tens. Remember, 10 tens make 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let me get a different color. Okay. So I'm subtracting 5 tens. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. Okay. So what I have left is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens left. So that is my answer. Okay. Because I really had 11 tens, right? Sorry, I did not move this over to make this an 11, but that's what it becomes, as 11 tens, right? And then now I have 4 hundreds left. I'm subtracting 2 hundreds. 4 minus 2 is 2. All right, let's do practice with one more. All right, let's do 719 minus 657. Okay, so I'm going to do my HTO, excuse me, okay, and I'm going to change my color just so we can see. All right, I'm going to start with my ones, always with my ones, never with my hundreds or tens, always start with the ones. What are you going to start with? Your ones, always. When you're adding, when you're subtracting, you always start from the right, moving over. When you're starting with place value, you start from the right and you move over to the left. Whenever you guys start rounding in 3rd grade, you're going to start from the right and move over to your left. Always start at the right, moving to your left, okay? So here I have more on top. There's no need to stop. So I have 9 minus 7. So I have 7, 8, 9. I had to add 2, so 9 minus 7 is 2. Now I'm going next door to my tens. And I apologize again that it's a little sloppy, but I'm using my finger, and my finger is not quite as efficient as my stylus or my little pen for my iPad that y'all see me using. I'm going to redraw it. There we go. That way it's not overlapping. All right, much better. I'm going to change my color too to show that we're doing the tens right now. So I have tens here. I have more on the floor with 5. And I only have 1 up top. So what am I going to need to do? Well, Miss Willis, you're going to need to borrow. You're going to need to borrow from the hundreds place because I need to take away 5 tens. I only have 1 10. So I got to borrow these tens over here. So since I'm taking 100 away, that 7 turns into a 6. And then I bring it over here to the tens, and that becomes an 11. And I'm sorry that's not very clear, but it becomes an 11. Okay? So I have 11 tens minus 5 tens. So I started off with 1. Then I borrowed 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? That means I have 11 total. Now I got to take away 5. I'm going to use a new color. Nice little bubblegum pink. So I'm going to mark out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I took away 5 tens because that's what it's wanting me to do. Now I'm going to say, okay, how many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I have 6 tens left. Okay? Now I'm going to move over to the hundreds. Oh, I borrowed the only extra 100 that I was going to have. So now it's just 6 minus 6. Numbers the same, zero's the game. You do not have to put a 0 there, but I'm going to put it there because I know that I looked at these numbers and I followed through. All right, guys, you're going to have some practice and a mastery for this one, so I can make sure that we understand how we regroup our numbers when we're subtracting with 3 digit by 3 digits. All right, have fun.